What is up, awesome people, and welcome to Meitenche Pikachu, or as it's known in English as Great Detective Pikachu. Now, you're probably thinking, KrimZen, you crazy person, it's not out yet, what are you talking about? Well, turns out the demo version of the Detective Pikachu, which is only in Japan at this point as far as I'm aware, well at least at this time of recording, does have the multi-language very similar to the 3DS main game Pokemon games, to which I mean you can play in multiple languages, meaning that the voice dub is either in Japanese or in English, but it does come with 8 subtitles: Japanese, English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, and traditional and simplified Chinese, which means, yes, I can play the demo in English, which kind of gives us a bit of a, early look at the English game. And while I'm doing that as well, obviously Sunday's region lock will still be the Japanese tech demo of Detective Pikachu. So a few things before I jump into the actual game. I do want to actually show off some of the icons for Detective Pikachu. So far, currently, we're on the demo version. This is the special demo edition for Detective Pikachu. This comes with a save transfer and everything, so probably once I've done what I need to in the demo version for English, I'll actually go through and replay it in Japanese, so I put myself back at the point as well for Japanese, so I can just continue on with that when it does fully come out. And then when it comes out in Australia, I'll have to quickly speed run through the English version just to catch up there. Just so by the time it comes to playing the full version, I'll have Japanese and English ready to go for both region locked and for Mondays as well. So at the moment, we're kind of doing like a bit of a marathon for Great Detective Pikachu. Anyways, for region locked at the moment, this is the version that we are playing. So that is the Birth of a New Duo, which is... I'm still calling it a tech demo, so I'm not really too sure, like, the differences between this version and the demo version that's just come out in Japan. That's the demo version, obviously, and this is the full edition, so this comes out in 11 days. So, with all that out the way, let's actually jump into the game and have a look at the English version of Great Detective Pikachu, or Detective Pikachu as it is known in... Sorry, Detective Pikachu in English and Great Detective Pikachu as it is known in Japanese. So obviously the Japanese version and the English version, there is no subtitle of Birth of a New Duo. Alrighty, so because this is the first time boot, it's going to be a little bit slow, but we are doing all the preparations, and it will turn over to English very shortly. So as you can see there, we've got the hiragana, we've got kanji, English, Espanol, which is Spanish, Francis, which is French, Duchess, Germany, I'm pretty sure, Italiano, which is Italian, and we have traditional and the simplified Chinese as well. So there is all the language options. These are all that come with the game when it will come out as well for the rest of the world. So, as I said, we can play in English, so let's select that. Obviously, in the original demo that I am playing for Region Locked, it only had the hiragana and the kanji options, I'm pretty sure. So here we go, special demo version. Wow, I can't speak English at all today. I should have just stuck with Region Locked. Alright, let's do this. So there is Nintendo eShop option there as well. I think once we go new game, the save game transfer will pop up somewhere along the line as well, or it won't save transfer because it's English. I'm not really too sure. Anyways, let's go new game, start from beginning, and oh! Nice, we actually have options for file 2 and file 3. Nice, so this comes with 3 save files as well, so that's really nice to know. So you can play through this 3 different times, so I'm not sure if there's like different endings and all that they're going to be going for with this particular game. If there is, that's going to be great. If not, I guess multiple people can play this game without having to buy multiple copies of the game. I seriously do wish the main games actually did that. There is an easy mode. I like this already, so we're going to have an easy mode. There's going to be a hard mode. Should I play through with easy? Because technically I have already played Detective Pikachu to some extent already. I might start in easy mode, and then when it comes to the full version, I may play in hard mode, I don't know. Or I just do like include that later on. Here we go, I'm actually going to be quiet for the introduction here.
see if this woman can understand me. Pika, 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 pika! That answers that question. So why can I understand them? Pika! Hey, get out of the road! Pika! Pika, 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 pika! This is the worst. There's gotta be someone out there who gets what I'm saying.
It's been 2 months since my dad disappeared. I've come here to Rhyme City to start looking for clues. I'm gonna start by speaking with his friends and coworkers. Let's see. The Baker Detective Agency. Hey! What is this? Hey, give that back.
Are you okay?
Rock that side.
You got it. Come on.
Wait! Hold it!
Hey, I can't see.
You there in red! Hold on to it!
Easy for you to say, but I gotcha.
Ow, 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 ow! My ears! That's me!
Oh, sorry, old timer. Pikachu?
You're stretching out my ears! Would you let me go?
That was you talking?
Could have been more gentle setting me down.
Sorry?
Are you able to understand what I'm saying?
Is everything all right with you? Just talking to yourself?
What? Wait, she didn't understand him?
So, it seems that you're the only one who can understand what I'm saying.
That's impossible.
I don't really know what's going on, but you can understand me, so alright.
What are you talking about? No, the Apom, Pikachu, the necklace!
Let's follow him. Are you ready? We can't just stand here while these ladies are in trouble.
Wait, hold on a second.
Okay, I will admit I'm not quite used to the English. I mean, I have been playing the Japanese version for quite a little bit now, and I don't know how I feel about the English voices so far. I still prefer the Japanese voiceover for Pikachu. I don't know, maybe it'll just grow on me, but for now we've got a bit of a backstory, well, proper backstory now on what the whole premise for Detective Pikachu is. So, that's kind of nice to know. As I said, it's going to be nice to replay this and actually know what's going on this time. So, what, you got something you gotta do? Yeah, but it seems more important. I got here early, so I should be able to make my appointment. If there's some place you need to stop at, I can show you the way there later. Okay, come on, let's get these guys and get the necklace back. Oh, also, one thing too, I was actually nearly correct about the name of the agency we do go to a little bit later. For those who haven't seen Rage and Locked, I will try my best not to spoil that much. So anyways, I know this chick's name now, which is good. Leave this child to me, I'm counting on you for the necklace. And I never say her name, so it must be like some random bystander. We're here, I'm sure we can get back the necklace. Alright, so for those, as I said, who haven't seen Region Locked, the control scheme for Detective Pikachu is the directional stick to move around. You can also use the D-pad as well, but as more of a walking. A to interact. I don't think B did anything besides cancel out of menus and everything. Obviously A to interact with people. Did you see them to a group of Apom? I was so surprised that I forgot to catch them. I'm sure you did.
Let's go.
Oh, and Pikachu saying, let's go. This is downtown. No way we'd see a group of Apom here. So yeah, they're actually saying how mysterious it is that the Apom are actually here. So here comes our first little cutscene with the Apom.
There they are. What are they doing? That's a lot of ketchup. I hope they don't let it all go to waste.
And yes, there is quick time events in this game. So basically, if you failed that quick time event, as I found out in my region lock playthrough, you get smacked with the sausage.
Too bad, even with all the ketchup on it.
I don't know what happens if you fail this one. I don't think I bothered to check, and I don't think I'll check again. Anyways, we're gonna mash the A button there. We're gonna push this trolley. Oh no, we're not gonna push it, we're just gonna stop it. A-Palm are gonna run off again. I feel pretty bad. I shouldn't really be talking over this as much.
And now they've run for higher ground. Well, they're going all out, aren't they? Let's use that. All right, let's raise it up. Don't worry about me. Hurry and go get that necklace.
No, I can't do that.
Gotta mash the A button to save that Pikachu! Wait, I just realised I've been doing Detective Pikachu and not once have I said Scumchew. Maybe that should change very soon.
Thank you very much. Guess they got away.
Alright, there's another thing I've also noticed too that wasn't really an issue in the Japanese version, but I think because this is a Japanese copy playing the English dub, the voiceover is a little bit drowned out by the music. I'm not sure if it's because of my headphones or if that is actually what is happening, but as I said, I think that may be because it's a Japanese game, so I'm hoping that's not an issue in the actual English copies of Detective Pikachu. But anyways, from there the A-Palms are basically just run off and now we've got to hunt them down. So this is where we start actually playing the game. So yep, looks like they're gone, but they're sure made a mess of things. Yeah, hard to believe that Pokemon could run amok like that in the heart of the city. Actually these kinds of incidents have been happening a lot lately with the Pokemon suddenly running a riot. But this time seems a little different. Alright, so we got the two people from earlier. What happened with the A-Palm? Well, we lost sight of them. So the necklace is... I'm so ashamed. Hey, why so gloomy? They've left so many traces behind. A little investigating, and we'll figure out where the A-Palm went in no time. What? You can do that? Oh, Pikachu? What, you doubt me? Look here, just tell these ladies here that they can relax, because we're gonna get that necklace back. Here's the thing, don't worry, because we're gonna get that necklace back for you. Really? Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, in that case, let's get right into the investigation. What exactly do we need to, will we do to investigate? Well, I do have you here, so why don't you start by interviewing witnesses? Ask the people around here whether they've seen the A-Palm or the necklace. I can't speak with humans, so we're relying on you. Okay, got it. Do you have a pen and notepad? Or notebook? Sure, I've got that, so you just record the testimony and evidence from your interviews in that notebook. Okay, got it. And you can create your own unique case list. Okay, I'll give it a try. Alright, so we've got, obviously, the necklace. It belongs to the girl, but the A-Palm took it. Here's basically we go through and revise what we've got so far. So we've got the little girl. Her necklace was taken from the A-Palm. I'll have to get it back. We've got the woman, unknown woman at this point. She's with the girls whose necklace was taken. And we've also got the Pokemon so far. For some reason, he can only talk to me. Still can't believe it. He seems kind of pompous. And we also have the A-Palm. It took the girl's necklace. We chased it but lost sight of it. So anything you come across at all in your adventures will be noted in the case list. The case notes will be eventually a thing a little bit down the track. So first things first, we talk to the unnamed woman. Think you'll be able to find it? So we can ask about the A-Palm? Are the A-Palm in this town always like this? Not exactly, but I'm not sure what the deal is with all these recent Pokemon instances we've been having. What about the necklace? I'm sure we can get back the necklace. Please do, it seems very precious. So nothing was really added there, like just reassuring that we can get the necklace back, plus trying to get more information on why the A-Palm are running riot in the town. About the A-Palm, seems you're having a rough day, are you hurt? No, I'm okay. That's a relief. Okay, well the girl's fine. Can you tell me what the necklace was like? So we're now going to get a description of the actual necklace. Sure, it was blue and sparkly, and I wore it every day. My mum gave that necklace to me. Sounds like it's important to you. We've got to do our best to find it. Oh, okay, we didn't actually get anything to describe that necklace. From here, we're going to talk to this lady. So, we're going to ask her about the APARM. Did you see any APARM run this way? Yeah, one flew right over my head. I guess it went wild over here too. Seemed that way. Who are you talking to? Nobody. So, which way did that APARM go? That way, in the direction of the bank. Thank you. So, the APARM that ran away to the bank is the first info we get. So, looking good. Let's keep this up in our interviews. Hey, Pikachu, let's go over there for a second. What's up? Just come on. Okay, got it. Just then, when I blurted something out to you, that woman got a funny look on her face. Oh, that makes sense. That's a natural reaction. But if you seem like a weird guy, it might make it harder to get someone to say much to you. Just be careful when we're around other people. Okay, but that's inconvenient if we can't talk. How about I give you a signal when I have something to say? Yeah, that's a good idea. Great, let's try it out. Just talk to me if you see me give you a signal. Alright, so every time Pikachu is pointing out to you is normally something quite important. You can actually click on him outside of that and he'll give you just little interactions with the environment. It's actually quite cute.
Great. You noticed. Now if there's something that I notice, then I'll give you a sign. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, as Pikachu says, if he actually notices anything at all, or if anything new needs to be said, he will let you know. Alright, so we got the Digsby over here. So Digsby really digs digging. I actually thought they were saying like what type of Pokemon they were, so I was incorrect on that one. Dig? Let's ask the Digsby about the APARM. Did you see APARM? Dig? Okay, so that's the deal. What did it say? Huh? You didn't understand it? Nope, I can only hear its Pokemon cry. So you only understand what I say. Well, it said there was a ton of APARM running away, but I guess it was a bit broad to count as testimony. With you here, Pikachu, we can get great information by interviewing Pokemon too. So yeah, as Tim pointed out, he can only understand Pikachu. That's it. For some odd reason, the lore of this story is Tim only understands Pikachu. Not sure at the moment why that's the case. So, we got the Furfru, a fur fashionista. What is it? So, ask about the APARM. We're looking for some APARM. Please tell us if you've seen anything. Someone messed with Furfru and its fur went back to looking mussed. What a disaster. I'm going to speak with the Furfru this time. See if it can give us some information. Maybe Furfru knows something. I'm here, ain't I? Leave it to me. Hey Furfru, you've seen kind of blue. Is that because APARM messed with you? What's that? That's terrible. What's up? What's it telling you? Yeah, it seems its partner insisted on feeding it berries it doesn't like. Apparently the berries are nutritious, so she feeds them to it once a week. It said that today is the day that happens. Huh? So that's why it's miserable. It has nothing to do with the APARM. Ah. Well, that was another mistake I made too in translation. Yeah, it says it doesn't know anything about the APARM. I guess Pokemon think about lots of stuff, huh? Alright, so it's just upset because it got fed a berry it doesn't like. Alright, nothing to do with the APARM at all. Alright, we got this person here. So, last witness on the scene. Let's ask you about the APARM. Did any APARM come this way? Yeah, they suddenly fell from the roof, so I was surprised. Do you know which way they went? One of them ran down this road, deep into the park. Some others came by too, but they ran all over the place, so I don't know. So one of them ran into the park? Thank you. Okay, APARM that ran into the park. Okay, so we know where one of them went. Alright, from there, I think we gotta... Not Pikachu wants to talk to. It does take a little while for Pikachu to really kind of react to the fact that you've done everything too, which has kind of screwed me over in the past as well. It seems like the APARM split when they ran off. Which way did the APARM with the necklace go? Right, I spoke with the people around here, but I didn't turn up any clues. Gotcha. In times like this, you need to look for evidence. They made quite a scene, so I'm sure something will turn up if you look carefully around the area. For example, why don't you look at that shutter? And this is where our case notes come into play. Maybe the paint splashed here. Yeah, that's the shape of the APARM's tail, alright? Anything else? Look around. So we picked that up. And we've also got the one over here. The red traces. It smells like ketchup, and look at the shape, it's definitely an napalm tail, because they were caught up in the ketchup. Ah, the ketchup from back there. That seems like it might be a clue. Let's ask around about the ketchup. Talk to the people around here. You might try that guy wearing the hat. Sure. You might be able to get new information from someone by asking them a different question. Which is also a hint too, like to always go back, backtrack, and talk to everyone once again.
It's a ketchup-colored tail print. That's key evidence. So how do we gather info? Well, by interviewing witnesses, of course.
I'm still not a big fan on the English dub for Pikachu, but as I said, I'm hoping it grows on me. What's going on? So now we gotta ask about the ketchup. I noticed traces of ketchup in the shape of an apalm's tail right over there. Do you see anything? Yeah, the apalm was really making a racket. It also smacked its tail against that table. It flipped over in one hit. Really? The apalm was that strong? Hey, don't get skittish. You got me with you. That's right, after all, I know that Pikachu can use Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt? Oh yeah, what a beatdown. Huh? Sounds like you learned some new information. It's important to speak multiple times to people you've spoken with before. So yeah, you notice how Pikachu kind of dodged over that, yeah, it could use Thunderbolt. There's a reason for it. But I won't spoil why. So we'll ask this lady about the ketchup. There's traces of ketchup in the shape of apalm's tail over there. Did you see anything? Now that you mention it, one of the apalm had a red tail. There was ketchup, huh? Then I'm glad I didn't get any on Furfru. Do you remember anything about the apalm with ketchup on it? No, because I was confused. Oh, that was useful. Ah, yes. About the paint traces. Was this paint from the apalm? Yeah, it seems like it wanted to dip the paint from its tail. Sorry, drip the paint. God, I am no good at reading today. Hey, what about the Digsby? What have you got for us? So, you said that you saw apalm, right? Did you see one with a red tail? Dig. Oh, really? What's up? Sounds like the red-tailed apalm was the one with the necklace. That's a great clue. Thanks, Digsby. Dig. Alright, apalm with ketchup on it. That's a big clue.
Maybe now is a good time to get all of the evidence in order?
Alright, from there as well, as I said, you can go back and examine like Pokemon or people that you've spoken to, plus have a look at the testimonies you have gotten over the time as well. So you've got testimony that the apalm ran to the bank, jumped over our heads and ran along to the path to the bank, and you've also got a testimony that it came down from the roof and then along to the path to the bank. Path to the park. Bloody hell! Come on, I can read, I swear. Alright, it looks like you've collected a good amount of information. It's time to start deducing. Huh? Deducing? What do I do? Consider which way the apalm went based on the testimony and evidence that you've collected so far. Okay. Let's create case notes on a new page in your notebook. Okay, got it. Alright, so this is our first case. Figure out where apalm went. And then once you've done that, what you gotta do is click on case notes on your bottom screen, click on the case, and now we get given to a little mini game.
Oh, that's a nice drawing. Very well done for a first try. So, just like in the diagram you've drawn, the path splits off at a certain point. Let's see. We have testimony that the apalm split up and fled down different paths. So then, in which direction did the apalm with the necklace flee? If we were amateurs, this is where we'd quit. But of course we're not. You've got the crucial evidence, right? It's those marks that the tail's made. Now, do you remember where you saw those marks?
Alright, so where did we see the tail prints? And for this one, it just goes by memory. So from that one, you just gotta... Oops. Click and drag. And if you want to reset, you just click that button up there. Obviously, reset means reset. Once you've done that, click the OK button. And if you got it right, it will say good. If not, it will say missed.
If that's the case, we can pin down the whereabouts of the apalm with the necklace. And that's all because we've heard some certain testimony. Alright then, which bit of testimony was it?
And because we know, oh, you can also open up the case list too. So if you can't quite remember, click here to receive inspiration. What? I didn't remember that. Oh, because of the easy mode. That was not in the version that I was playing in Japanese. That's why I struggled so much in a couple of them. Anyways, if you just click on each of the icons, it will tell you a little bit as well. And for this one, is the ape-arm with the necklace that had a red tail. For that, we'll just drag that there, and it's a pass. You can also look through your case notes as well as a bit of a reminder too. And the last question is, which way did the ape-arm run off? Which is towards the park, so north.
Great job.
It ran away to the park. Case closed. Well, first case anyways.
Did you find anything out?
Yeah. Looks like the ape-palm ran off that way. So we're gonna follow.
Good idea. We're counting on you.
Please, it's my precious necklace.
Alright, just leave it to us.
What are you trying to do? Show off for the girls?
No, of course not.
Hey, whatever you need to do, my friend, I'm all for it. And it seems like you might be somewhat helpful on this case.
Are you saying you're a real detective?
I'm not just a detective. I'm a great detective. Detective Pikachu. Speaking of, what's your name?
I'm Tim. Tim Goodman.
Tim?
Yeah, what's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Nice to meet you, Tim. Now, let's go find the ape-palm.
Right.
Well, that's interesting. That made that conversation actually quite interesting. Chapter 1, Tahiti Park. And trust me, I probably said it wrong again.
Isn't that an ape-palm?
Smells like a case. Now it's getting interesting.
What do you think happened, Pikachu?
Just a berry. I don't see any wounds or anything. Just seems to be unconscious.
I don't see the necklace anywhere.
If we investigate why it's unconscious, I bet we'll figure that out too.
For us to pursue this persistently only to find that the necklace is gone and that the ape-palm is unconscious, it's just at times like these that we need to calmly sort out the situation. Why don't you open up your notes like you did earlier? Alright, so this is now case 2, find the necklace. So we were kind of doing that to begin with, but something has kind of come up and now we've got to, you know, branch out and now find out where that necklace has gone, because ape-palm was the original suspect. Now it's become its own little suspect of an own little case. Alright, so case notes. Let's have a look at the new case. So time for some more debriefing when I actually click the notes.
This has all happened in a very short amount of time. But fortunately, there have been some traces left behind. Which means we'll need to investigate the scene.
Alright, so ape-palm was unconscious under a tree and the necklace was gone. And for that, Pikachu did say we need to investigate. So this is a much larger area, so there's a lot to investigate too. What should I do to investigate the scene? Look for traces of the incident by investigating the scene where it happened. In other words, this place. Okay, I'll have a go at it, and I'll also have a go at properly speaking English too, which I've been trying for this entire episode, just not happening. Alright, so first things first, we need to have a look at the ape-palm. So for this, we just use our control stick as well to kind of have a look around. First things first, let's have a look at the ape-palm. It's got a lot of fine scratches. Maybe it was knocked out in a quarrel with someone. What? There's something under its body. Yes, so we've got a feather. Great job, Tim. There seems like a clue to the culprit. So we've got a black feather. There's also the tomato berry. It's a deep red from the ketchup and berry. And this is a spicy berry, so it doesn't seem like it would be holding the berry to eat. So yeah, it's a tomato berry. I don't know why they didn't call it tomato berry. They just called it red berry. We got some leaves here as well. Don't forget to pick them up. They've withered, but they seem like grass that grows around here. They seem like grass that grows around here. Interesting. It's a beat up copy of today's morning paper. Oh, details on the Ice-Down Highway incident. It's tough to read because it's ripped. Alright, so it's this morning's newspaper, so you'd assume it's only just recently been thrown in the trash as well. It's a soft drink can, maybe the Apon was drinking it. If anything, it seems like trash. It's empty. Perhaps it rolled here from the garbage can that came over there. Maybe the trash scattered when it fell over. Okay, seems like we're pretty much done investigating here. Signs of a quarrel. The lost necklace. Seems pretty certain that the Apon was attacked by someone. But who? Let's look into that first. Do you remember how to investigate? Write down the details of the incident and things you've come to understand in your notebook. Got it. We'll start with the unconscious Apon.
Alright. First issue at hand is who or what could have attacked the Apon. Whoever did that probably has the necklace, you see? When you investigated the scene, did you happen to find any potential clues to the culprit?
Which we did. And that's the black feather.
So, what about the black feather? This is just a theory. Maybe Apon was climbing the tree and got attacked by the owner of the black feather. Does the feather call to mind a certain characteristic of the culprit?
I actually wasn't too far off translation either. Pokemon with feathers, obviously.
Yes, no doubt about it. This feather is from a Pokemon. Here's what we should do. Let's go around the park and we'll search for who this feather belongs to, right? That will be the first step in our investigation. And when you see Pokemon with feathers, be sure to jot them down.
Alright, so...
Okay, let's get going. Just make sure you keep up.
Alright, our next point is who is the owner of the black feather you found at the scene? And hopefully we'll find our suspect. To who hopefully has the necklace and also had the quarrel with the Apon. We've got to gather information, and the only way to do that is by talking to everyone. Yep. In every investigation, you need to talk to everyone. Let's start by talking to that lady who's cleaning things up over at the crime scene. Oh, well, I went the long way around the first time round. Alright, let's talk to this person, because that's who Pikachu suggested. Apon was just in a quarrel by the tree over there. Has it calmed down? Yeah. Oh good, I was scared, so I didn't want to get too close. Now I can do my job. Yeah, it can be dangerous to be in the middle of a fight. So was Apon fighting with another Pokemon? Did you see anything? Sorry, but I don't know. I kept my distance. So let's ask about the feather. We're looking for a Pokemon. Do you know whose feather this is? It seems like it came from a bird Pokemon. That's all I can tell. About which bird Pokemon. There are 4 kinds of bird Pokemon. The park is divided into 3 areas, and each area has a different assortment of bird Pokemon living in it. There are 3 areas? This is the fountain area. Go right to find the cafe area. The nature area is on the left. Alright, so we found a bit more about the park as well. So it is a cafe area to the right, and it was a nature area to the left. I called it a lake area. Alright, so after asking that question as well, we get given 3 more questions to ask her. First off is, what about the Pokemon in the fountain area? What bird Pokemon have we got? We have Pidove here in the fountain area. They often play around the fountain. What about the cafe area? Tailo in the cafe area. I always see them preening their feathers. And what about the nature area? What bird Pokemon do we have there? That would be Starly and Murkrow. Can you tell me about each of them? Sure, Starly always forms groups of 3. That Murkrow is self-indulgent and it seems to fly about, including going outside the park during the daytime. And with that, that's conversation over. So we did end up learning the 4 bird Pokemon that live here. We have Tailo, Starly, then we have Pidove, and Murkrow. So they're our 4 potential suspects. Now we've got to hunt down those Pokemon and see if we can get a guarantee out of which one is actually the suspect. Obviously I know the answer to this one, but let's see if you guys can figure it out. So here's our Starly. 3 is definitely a crowd. Starly! Okay, first things first, what about the black feather? Hey, got a sec, do you recognize this feather? Starly! You don't, huh? Actually, someone attacked Apom in the fountain area and this is a clue to the culprit. Starly? Oh, we don't think you're suspicious? But we can have one of your feathers? Starly! Great, thanks. Your understanding has helped us out. Alright, so we got a Starly feather, and that marks Starly as innocent. Doesn't match the feather we gathered at the scene of the crime. Alright, so now we can ask about the Murkrow. Murkrow lives around here, right? Starly! We haven't seen it. Do you know where it has gone? Starly! It's gone looking for shiny things? Oh, so it likes sparkly things, collects them and takes them to its nest, eh? Starly! Where is its nest? Starly! Are you perhaps familiar with Apom? I'm gonna stop saying the Pokemon then, that's getting a bit annoying for even me. Okay, so there is an Apom in this area as well. Thanks, we'll try asking it. Alright, so we found out Murkrow's habits, which is of course collecting shiny things, as I kind of gathered from my first playthrough of this as well. So do they know anything about the Apom? You almost got your feathers plucked once. I guess those Apom have been making lots of trouble here as well. And yeah, but I kind of had a big reaction to Poochyena being here too. But we found the Apom, so we better talk to this Apom first, because it might actually know something to where the Murkrow nest is. Plus it knows a little bit more about the local Apoms as well. Oh, Apom, we'd like to speak with you. Pitchy pitchy! Ah, it pulled back. No way we can talk to it like this. If we could just settle down, Poochyena. True. So yeah, we can't really do anything with the Poochyena tackling Pikachu at this point. A rowdy whippersnapper. I like that tag name for Poochyena. What is it saying? Don't get in the way when I'm playing, it says. Ooh, so edgy, so edgy. Obviously it's trying to play, so it's one of those, it's very puppy-like. Howdy. First things first, let's ask this bloke about the black feather. Do you know which Pokemon's feather this is? It's pitch black, huh? Maybe it's that one's. But there are other black-coloured ones. I don't know. They all say they don't know. These people really don't know too much about the park except for the cleaner, but that's kind of a given. Tell me about the Starly. They always form a group of 3 and fly around this area. They land on branches or on top of that table there. And the Murkrow? Yeah, they seem to fly around during the day, but they are often gone. I sometimes see them fighting with Apom. That's a big hint. So they are seen often fighting with Apom. Must not like the Apom here. Look, it's up in that tree over there. It won't come down while Poochyena is there. The Poochyena recently settled in the park, and ever since then it's been like this. Ah. So it seems like a new, I guess, habitat for the Poochyena and the Mightyena as well, so that's interesting. Wonder why they'd move here. Queen of the Park. I like that title. Yes, very suiting for Mightyena. I should know because Mightyena is my mascot. Hey, Mightyena, we want to talk with you for a bit. Mighty. Huh? Poochyena is? What is it? Well, even though it's nap time, one of Poochyena hasn't come back. So the other one won't sleep and it's causing Mightyena some trouble. Pokemon can have tough lives too, I guess. If we can find it, we can tell it to come home, so we have a chat with us, please. Alright, so you recognize this feather. Muddy! Hey, we know it's not your fur! First things, we'll ask about the Poochyena, any idea where that's gone. The Mightyena says, it's always playing in the flower beds and shrubbery over there. Okay, if I notice a spot where it's likely would be, I'll pay close attention to it. So it's kind of like a, hey, look for this type of thing. And believe me, the game tells you if there's something there. Alright, see if this Mightyena knows anything about the Starly. Their cry is loud, so Poochyena always follow them around. Seems like a brutal relationship. And finally, what about the Murkrow? You don't encounter it often, but it seems notable. Okay. Alright, so we managed to learn about why we can't, or why the Poochyena is being a pain in the rear side. First, we got to do something with Poochyena. What can we do to settle it down? Obviously, we got to find the other one. Yeah, we can get both of them together, then Mighty Ina will put them to bed. Let's look for Poochyena. Alright, so for that we need to head away back to the fountain area, because there were some flower beds over there. And just over here, there's a rustle in the bushes.
Come on now, you can't hold back. You can always talk to me, you know? Even if I'm not sending my signal.
So yeah, Pikachu says you can talk to it even though it's not sending a signal. I mean, you can, but you get some pretty funny interactions, so I might do that every now and again. But yeah, here's the second Poochyena. Whoa! Whoops. Poochie! Pikachu, that pup. Hi, it's nap time. Mighty Ina's been looking for you. Pooch! Hopefully you'll sleep quietly now. Let's go have a look at the pond. So now that the Poochyena is out the way, we now have to go talk to that Apalm. Because obviously the other pup, or the other Poochyena, would not leave the Apalm alone until the brother or sister Poochyena came back. Now we talk to the Mighty Ina. They seem to be sleeping comfortably. Bleh. Yet dyslexia is a pain in the rear side as well. Let them be. Yeah, good idea. So yeah, the Mighty Ina is now happy, and with that the Apalm is back. Apa? Now that Poochyena is sleeping, I guess you've been freed up. Apa? Oh, good for you. Alright, so let's ask a few questions here. About the Apalm in front of the station. Your pal took off with a necklace. Know anything about that? Oh, you've been stuck in the treetop all day. So you don't know about your pal? Yeah, seems typical for an Apalm. Hanging around, not doing much. What about the Murkrow though? Does it know anything about that? So when you were playing with your pal a little while ago, you inadvertently climbed the tree that Murkrow lives in. Apa? Murkrow attacked because it said you were intruding on its territory, and since then, the Apalm and Murkrow in the park have always fight whenever they see each other. I don't really blame the Murkrow. If someone came into my little home and started causing a muck, yeah, I'd probably hate that person too. So whereabouts is the Murkrow nest? The thick tree near the pond, huh? Thanks. Alright, so we found out the nest location of the Murkrow, which is in a really thick tree. And of course, finally, let's show it the feather and see if it is a Murkrow feather. What? It's Murkrow's, really? Apa? You guys crawl all the time, so there's no mistaking it, huh? And yes, we also found a relationship and that the feather does belong to Murkrow. So with that, let's go examine the thick tree. Investigate the Murkrow's nest. Activate.
Murkrow's nest could be up in this tree.
Yeah. And it looks like no one's home. So if we're going to investigate, I'll take a look. Let me know if it comes back.
Right, gotcha.
Here we go.
No, I did not mean to do that on purpose. I was actually taking a drink of water. Alright, so if you fail this one, nothing really happens. Pikachu just falls down. Just press A button 3 times and Pikachu is up on that tree.
I made it. No sweat. Now, is there any kind of evidence to be found in here? Oh, here we go. Hey, Tim! Found something!
Uh-oh. Is that... Pikachu! It's Murkrow! Watch out!
Oh, cool. So he actually does catches it. If you fail that one, Pikachu lands on the ground.
Nice catch. I took a bit of a hit there. But now we have the evidence we need.
Alright, Murkrow's feather. Alright, so that's now linked Murkrow to that quarrel with the Apalm. So we know that those two have quarreled together, and it did cause those scratches on Apalm. Yeah, it was worth it. Let's get to the comparing it with our feather.
It looks like we were correct. The black feather that we found at the scene definitely came from a Murkrow. Quick, let's do an interrogation.
Also, if you've gone through and found the Tailo and the P-Dove, they also come up on that screen as well, showing their feathers as well. Because I didn't actually go through and do that this time around, they didn't pop up on the little notepad. So you can actually go through and skip certain parts if you know how to get through the game properly. I actually probably should have gone through and actually went through and figured out the speech bubble was for those extra interactions. My bad. Maybe I'll do it in the hard mode.
Alright, I get it. I'm sorry I entered your nest without asking. Anyway, you fought with Apom, right? You didn't, huh? Tim, why don't you show it what we found?
This feather is yours, right?
It was lying next to the Apom that fainted. Alright, so it was you. I'm assuming you had your eye on the necklace. So, what did you do with it, huh? You lost it during the fight. That's a very lame excuse. And now you're saying it was someone else. But it seemed like you and Apom were the only ones that were there. You're saying Burmy were in that tree. Well, guess we'll check that out. Right.
Alrighty, so we found out that the Murkrow did in fact attack the Apom, but it does not have the necklace, so we're kind of half right on that one. So, turns out Burmy might have something to do with this as well. So if you're able to believe that Murkrow said, if we are able, let me try that once again. If we are to believe what Murkrow said, there were Burmy in a tree near the spot where the Apom is lying down. We finally get to Murkrow, and now we're right back where we started. That's not true, we've learned some new facts. We're steadily approaching the necklace. Which is true. Murkrow may not be the suspect thief, but we do know that there's a new suspect, the Burmy, so now we've got to go find them. So there was also Burmy in the tree, so for that, we should probably head back to the fountain area and see if the Burmy are in one of those trees. And I think that's the end of the demo. Well, okay. Okay, I will admit the game actually looks pretty sweet. As I said, I haven't played through the entirety of the Japanese one as of yet. As the time of this recording, I probably will go finish that off after I've done editing all this. But no, that looks pretty sweet. I was actually kind of hoping that they'd go through and at least finish the first case, which was finding the necklace and everything, because you go through and you do some pretty cool things there. That kind of makes me a little bit sad that I didn't go through now and do finding the Talos, finding the P-Dubs and everything. So that'll probably get maybe redone when I do the English, well, proper English run maybe for the English, I guess. I just repeated myself, bloody hell. No, I'm just a little bit flabbergasted. I actually thought it might be a little bit longer. So that's the demo for Detective Pikachu. So I can carry out this save data over to the full version when I'm done. When that comes out, obviously, in 11 days for Japan. But as I said, I may play through this again in Japanese for the Japanese copy and then redo it once again in Australian and do the hard mode instead. So we do know that there's an English easy mode and a hard mode, plus two extra saves as well, so you can do 3 files. An easy run and a hard mode and whatever, maybe there might be an extra new game plus or something like that. So yeah, that's... I was actually kind of hoping to sit down and like do a couple of episodes up to wherever the demo ended, which I was kind of hoping was the same area as the previous Japanese copy, but turns out that's not the case. Oh well, I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless. That was a bit of a taste of the English translation of Detective Pikachu. So, if you are interested in Detective Pikachu, I am doing the Japanese playthrough at the moment for Region Locked on Sunday. There's about maybe 2 or 3 episodes left on that as well for that particular version, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So, you can go have a look at that, see a little bit further down the track if you do you want a little bit of a spoiler, a bit more of a taste into the game? Of course it is in Japanese, and of course I'm not fully translating it either, but it does give a bit of a taste into what the game is. But otherwise, as I said, it does come out on the 23rd of this month for North America, and I'm assuming the UK as well, unless the UK gets it with Australia on the 24th of March. So we get it a day later, but I think it's because of time zones as well. So I still got to decide what I want to do. If I want to do the English playthrough first on the 24th, or do I play through the Japanese version on the 23rd, and I have no idea what's going on. But I'll figure it out when time comes along. Anyways, let's wrap it up, people. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as I said, if you want more information on Detective Pikachu, there is the Region Lock series from Sunday, which you can go have a look at. Otherwise, hopefully you guys enjoy it when it does come out this at the end of this month. So until then, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao! Before I head off as well, I do want to make one little correction to, or addition to this video as well. I just found this after I just finished recording too. There is actually a little option you can select in the game as well. You can change the language and you can change the audio as well. So for those of you who read another language or know a different language, you can have the subtitles, you know, as whatever, as the language is already mentioned, but for the audio you can only have English or Japanese, which means if you're like me and you're a little bit iffy on the English dubbing, you can have the Japanese voice acting on. And I'm assuming it also leaves the, yes it does, it leaves the game in English, but the dubbing will be in Japanese, I'm assuming. So if we go new game, just quickly, and overwrite the file and go yeah. I'll also go through as well and see what's the difference between hard mode and easy, but I'm assuming it's just you don't get given hints or anything like that. So is there a way of skipping this? So as you can see there, it's got the English subtitles on, but it's also in the Japanese dub. So as I said, I personally prefer the Japanese dub. I mean, there's got the original Japanese Pokemon cries as well, but in the English, I also noticed too, they did redub the Pokemon as well. So that is another option you do have with the full release of Detective Pikachu. So that's really cool. I'm actually was hoping they did that. So thumbs up to that little inclusion. I will definitely be using that for one of my playthroughs, whether it be the playthrough that I do officially for English or whatnot. But you can hear Tim speaking in Japanese, but it's still got the English subs, so you still know what's going on, which as I said, I really like that inclusion. Anyways, that's enough for this video. I'll leave you guys to it. So yeah, until the official release of Detective Pikachu, I'll be sitting and waiting, finishing up the Japanese playthrough I've been doing for Region Locked, and then we'll go on with the English playthrough and do a complete playthrough of that. As I said, I'll figure out if I want to do the English dub or the Japanese dub for audio and all that. But it'll still be English subs regardless. Anyways, I'm off. See you guys.